You've had a very busy day, so we do really appreciate the time that you've taken to come up from London to share your time with us. I'd like to give a prompt to John Costa, just a 3-second warning. I will be inviting John over to talk about the Community Media Centre. The man's a human dynamo there, so he's still actually working while he's preparing his speech, I can tell. Just before John does come up, I'd just like to say a few words about the reason that this festival is started and is a success so far in Leicester is because of the partnerships on the ground, the partnerships between the City and the County Council, the partnerships between the City Council and Sky Sports and British Cycling, but also Sustrans and the Cyclist Touring Club, probably more importantly the local bike projects on the ground in Leicester, which do everything and more to kind of make the cycling, walking, active travel methods for getting around the city as inclusive as possible. Cycle Magic have got the largest collection of specialist bikes, special needs bikes in the country, put together really by volunteers effectively, and they've been running that for 10 years, and that's made a huge contribution to the inclusivity for cycling as a method of change and a method of social engagement in the city. Groundwork Bikes for All project is a similar project, doing a lot of important outreach work with excluded groups, communities who would be at risk for ill health due to inactivity. Sustrans Bike It project, the Bikeability project, which City Council and its partners and the County Council colleagues who are here have turned around from training 100 or 200 students a year 5 years ago to now training 2,000 to 2,500 young children to ride a bike in the city. That's a substantial difference, and it will make a cultural difference and a big social impact when those children are of an age when they can make a choice about how they access the services and the community facilities that we all share here in the city. This year is the second year that we've run the Skyride Festival, and the big substantial difference, which again is a prompt to John Costa, who's wandering away from the microphone at this point, is to say that the level of community engagement is without a doubt in Leicester, and partly responsibly, partly because of John's individual dynamism and energy, but also very much so because of the focus that himself and Tina from Wave and the Citizens Eye Community Media Group in particular have really taken the bull by the horns of saying social change belongs to the people of the city, it belongs to the communities and the diverse organisations in the city, and what we can do with a tool like something as simple as getting people out on a bike ride. We can make social change, we can make a social impact by creating an open and inclusive platform for people to share their stories and to amplify their stories, not only across the city, but regionally, nationally and internationally. And just before I do introduce John, just like to say we've had messages of support for this festival from New York, from Sydney, from Copenhagen, and from colleagues who are doing similar work around the world. And they're very interested in what's happening in Leicester because it is a unique city and it is a unique process that we think we're starting and involved in. John, I'd like to invite you just to explain, please, something about the